Hi, as you could see from the caption, that today's video is something on how to avoid staff accountability, and that too at pre-sanction stage. Now friends, there are more than 20 to 25 points under this pre-sanction stage. So I have covered it into two parts, that is part 1 and part 2. So this is the part 1 of the video of our pre-sanction stage. Now before starting the video, let me tell you that the staff accountability format has been designed by each and every bank. Now whenever an account turns into NPA, this staff accountability format comes into play. How? So, when an account turns into an NPA, the investigative officer uh, goes into that branch, and with respect to the parameters mentioned under that staff accountability format, he fills that format. And with respect to that particular parameters, only the accountability is fixed, whether it comes under minor or whether it comes under major misconduct, and further course of action takes place. So I have tried to incorporate maximum number of such parameters which could be covered under staff accountability format in general. So this video is something on how to avoid staff accountability with respect to pre-sanction. Now trust me, if you are going to give your 10 minutes on this video, you will never face an issue on staff accountability exercise, because what we are going to learn and discuss will help you a lot while appraising a proposal. So hi guys, my name is Rahul Srivastav, and let us straight away start with the video. Now this video is on retail segment loans only, and this is the part 1 of the video that we are going to cover for pre-sanction stage. So first and foremost, we'll start with whether pre-sanction inspection has been conducted or not. If you have conducted the pre-sanction inspection, then what you should mention on the proposal. So you should not forget to mention the date on which you did the pre-inspection inspection stage. Also, you should mention the the place where you visited, in the proposal, whom you met whom you met while doing the pre-inspection, pre-sanction inspection. And then there are some banks who have been mandated to go ahead with the outsourced agencies also, and the outsourced agencies also at the same time do the pre-inspection stage or the pre-inspection visits. So if that is the case, then you should not forget to mention what was the nature of the work performed by them. Okay, you should not forget to mention the date on which the inspection was taken in the appraisal note, and also the name of the agencies, because all these things comes into play under the staff accountability format. Okay, now next point is, what is the background of the borrower. So whether he is a resident of that particular place or area where he wants to avail the loan, in that vicinity of the branch, for how many years has he been staying, where is his proper domicile from, and all that. So background of the borrower needs to be taken care of. Now, next point is KYC details obtained and verified from government sites. Now you would be aware that KYC details are of utmost importance, but when something goes wrong, then the KYC details, if you have obtained, is okay, very good, but at the same time you have not only to obtain the KYC details, but also you have to verify from the government sites, because in many of the staff accountability formats it is mentioned whether the same has been verified from the government websites, or not. I'm sorry. Okay, so next point. Now CIBIL report also plays a very important role. How? See, CIBIL report, if it is, greater than 750, then we all know that it's a good score. But then CIBIL report has to be checked not only for the borrower, but also for co-borrowers and guarantors if applicable. And the same has to be noted in the appraisal note. Okay. Now, next important thing is about existing repayment obligations of the borrower verified from other banks. Now, there are some customers who are maintaining accounts with other banks also. So if that is the case, then, or in case of takeover of the proposals, then you need to see whether existing repayment obligations has been fulfilled or not. How? So whether the account has been restructured anytime, has it been standard throughout the category? So how can you can verify it? So from the confidential report that has to be obtained from that particular bank. Okay. Now next is whether pre-sanction inspection conducted for the property proposed to be mortgaged. Now whatever property the customer is giving on behalf of loan to be mortgaged, you need to go and visit that property, and the details has to be mentioned in the note on proposal. When you visited, what whom you met, what were the details you found, and all that. So the inspection has to be conducted for the properties to be mortgaged. Now next, title investigation report, search report, and valuation report. Now these are the three aspects which we depend on the outsourced person. Now this all things, suppose you are doing for search report, you are going ahead with valuation report. Now this, please note that this has to be done from a somebody who is our panel, who is in our panel. Suppose search report, so search report has to be done from a advocate who is in our panel. Likewise, for valuation report has to be done from somebody who is a approved valuer from our bank. Now this report you can find in your bank circular and from the legal department also. Now next is, okay, with respect to search report, one point I remember, that while going ahead with the search report, you should also see that in that proper receipt has been obtained for when advocates are searching for records of 30 years or more, then they get a white receipt of some 750 rupees and like that. So that receipt has been kept on record or not with that particular search report. So these few important points has to be noted while appraising a proposal. Now next important is whether personal information form with details of asset and liabilities of borrowers guarantors obtained or not. Now this is simple, and this statement only defines what it says. Now next important point is whether details of the accounts maintained with other banks mentioned in the loan proposal. Now if you are going for some consortium loans and like that, then this case is applicable, that whether details of the account mentioned with other banks mentioned in the loan proposal. Next important aspect is about whether other loan history, if any, of the borrowers and guarantors mentioned. Now for borrowers, so we can take care with respect of CIBIL. For guarantors also we can take care with CIBIL, and the same has to be incorporated, the loan history, whether it was standard, whether it was restructured, whether it is in a SMA 1, 0, or whatever the case may be, and this has to be incorporated in the note on proposal. Okay. Now next point is on whether the loan has been sanctioned within the discretionary powers. Now you all would be aware that all the banks have designed their lending powers. Now lending powers could be for different cadres. Now suppose for scale 1, scale 2, and scale 3, it would be different. It would be 20, it would be 25, and it would be 30 lakhs for any type of loan. So you have to see whether you are sanctioning the proposal within your discretionary powers or not, and if it is above your discretionary powers, then whether the sanction, approval, or confirmation has been obtained from the appropriate authority or not. Next important aspect is risk score. Now there are certain scoring models that has been designed for certain types of loans, like for mudra, for for vehicle loans, and etc. So you need to incorporate the scoring model for that particular loan, and that needs to be incorporated in the appraisal note also. For example, for if it is greater than 40, then it has it to be rejected, or it has to be given to the next higher authority, or it has to be sanctioned. If it is less than 40, or if it is less greater than 60, so whatever the case may be for your particular bank. Now last parameter for this particular video would be whether the stipulated deduction norms has been maintained or not. Now you would be aware that for suppose housing loan, so suppose you are giving for cash credit, or suppose you are going for some any other type of term loans, so whether the stipulated deduction norms has been obtained or not. For majority of the cases it is 60%. For some cases it may go up to 65%. For some may even it may reduce up to 45%. So whatever the case may be, you have to see that proper deduction norms has to be maintained for each and every loan. So this was all about part 1 video, and all these parameters needs to be properly taken care of while appraising a proposal at the pre-sanction stage. In our next video, we will see more important points with respect to the pre-sanction stage, which would be the part 2 of the video. Now, thank you for watching the video. If you like my initiative, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more such videos, so that you never miss on any updates whenever I upload a video. Also, do not forget to share this video so that everybody gets benefited from this initiative of mine. Thank you. Do take good care of yourself. Thank you.